Hey everyone, welcome back to another campground tour. Today we're going through Jonathan Dickinson State Park in Florida. Straight ahead is the ranger station where you check in. It's the entrance to the state park. And we will venture off towards the campgrounds. There are two different campgrounds in the park. One is called Pine Grove Campground. It has full hookups. The other campground is called the River Campground, and that just has water and electric. The River Campground is almost 4 miles away from the entrance to the park, so it's pretty secluded. So we'll take a left here and head towards Pine Grove Campground. Pine Grove Campground has two loops. The first loop we'll be going to, it contains sites 1 through 47. And the second loop has sites 48 through 89. There is a dump station, only one dump station in the park, and that'll be coming up here on the left. So if you're camping out in the river campground, that'll be where you go to your dump station, and right there it is on the left. The sites in the Pine Grove Campground are all level, they're well maintained. The one downside to this area is it's close to US 1, so you do get some noise. So we'll pull into the first loop and we start with sites 1 through 2 on the left and right hand side here as we go. And the odd sites are on the inside of the loop, the even sites are on the outside of the loop. They do have some, they call it glamping tents that you can see here on each side. Most of the sites are angled pretty well. They're all gravel. One thing to notice that you'll see is there's not a lot of trees in this part of the park, the Pine Grove Campground, whereas in the River Campground there are more tall pine trees that you kind of feel like you're in a wooded area. So we're going by sites 25, 27, 28, and around the corner 30, 31, 33. There are 2 bathrooms in this loop, and the bathrooms are very nice, very well maintained. There's showers that are always clean, at least when we were there. We stayed there in January of 24. And we are now exiting loop 1. And we are entering loop 2. Sites 48 and 49 start loop 2. And again, the odd numbered sites are on the inside, the even are on the outside. This loop also has 2 bathroom shower houses. So the park itself, it's a mixture of sand dunes, pine flatwoods, mangroves, and river swamps. So you get a little bit of everything here. Also, the Loxahatchee River runs through the park. And actually the name of the park comes after Jonathan Dickinson. He was a merchant who was shipwrecked in 1696. And we'll be exiting the second loop here in a moment. I did forget to mention that off to the left, back behind Loop 1, there's a playground, there's overflow parking, and a pavilion. Alright, now let's take the 4-mile trek to the river campground. We'll be going by the entrance road. And for the sake of time, we'll speed it up. I also wanted to mention that this road here, if you go out that road there, takes you to a observation deck, I guess. It's the highest natural point in Lower Florida. It's a old sand dune, and they built a observation deck on top of that. And then coming up on our left, there is a mountain bike area that's very popular. It's sort of what the park is known for. And then you gotta be careful crossing these railroad tracks because the Bright Line Railroad goes through there, shuttling people back from Orlando to Miami, and it goes really fast. Kind of neat to see. And up here around the corner is a drainage area where alligators tend to gather. So I stopped to see if there was one, and he was not there. He was there the day before, but we had some cold weather, and I think they were hiding in their houses, trying to stay warm. Alright, so now we are coming up to the river campground. There is a visitor center here that has some really neat information on the history of the park and the wildlife. And now we are coming up to the campground itself. The road to the left goes to the boat launch, veer to the right goes into the campground itself. So we are heading down past sites 91, 92, 93. There are some really nice pull-through sites that we'll see here in a moment after the gentleman finishes walking his dog in front of us. So sites 91 through 142 are through this loop of the river campground. So the pull-through sites are right here on the left, 101, 105, and 109. So if you have a big rig, that's the place to go. Now this campground, as you can see, has like larger trees. You feel like you're in the woods camping more. Most of the sites are large and easy to back through. Some are a little more difficult, but they're all manageable. Kind of a tight turn here, but we were able to get around it with our fifth wheel. And we're coming up on sites 115, 116, and another little bend here. 117, 119 on the left. There are 2 bathrooms and showers in this loop. Again, very well maintained, clean. The sites are a little bit more rudimentary, I guess I'll call it. But everything's taken care of. It's a nice park. You can see on the right there, it's one of the bathrooms. There is laundry service there and a pop machine. And that's pretty much it for the loop. How about I take you down over to the boat launch so you get an idea what that is. You gotta be careful that if you're going camping, veer to the right. I stayed on this road and I missed the campground, and it's not easy to get back in there if you miss it. So this is the little road down to the boat launch. And once we get down to the boat launch, that will conclude our video. We actually took our inflatable kayak down here and went up and down the river a little bit. If you haven't seen our inflatable kayak yet, we have a video of that, how we blow it up and use it with our electric motor, so check that out. And check out our channel. And right here is the boat launch. And that pretty much does it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more campground videos.